gone so long without a Nintendo Direct, but is it finally happening now? Well, we take a look. Block content. What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Block Content. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Well, we're finally back after a long hiatus. We actually took some time to create a feature film, which is awesome. We did a previous post about it. Anyway, today is all about Nintendo Direct. I know it's been so long since we've had a Nintendo Direct, and it's a little bit weird. We usually get these, January Directs or, to start the year off or something like that. That didn't really happen this year, which is pretty weird. And now we're already well into February as well, and there's still no sign. Now, I believe we did have a Nintendo Direct on Valentine's Day a while back, so we could be getting something very close to this because there actually have been multiple reports. Now, they are conflicting reports, but I want to just go through all of this with you guys. Now, as you guys know, the reset era thing, that's huge, and a lot of people are talking about it. I want to take a little side tour from that because just now something has updated, and I feel like this coincides with a lot of things that we've been talking about for a long time, and also with a lot of things that have recently, within minutes of this post, been announced. So let's just talk about this because too many things are coinciding for this to be completely fake. There have to be some things in this leak that are true, right? That are definitely lining up with what the actual Nintendo Direct will be. And of course, we're very excited when Nintendo shows off new games, new information. They do that in these live streams, these Nintendo Directs, and I couldn't be more excited for what's coming if at least some of this is to be believed. And there's one of my favorite things in here. So let's get into this. Well, it says the post is on 4chan. I'll link it below. Nintendo Direct at, you guessed it, the 14th. So the 14th of February, it's 45 minutes focused on Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Switch. So not just abandoning 3DS completely, still selling well, still doing well. So there probably will be some ports and stuff like that happening for that. So the guy actually says a source close and reliable gave me this information. He revealed to me what was going to contain in this Nintendo Direct. Not everything and not exact titles. So some of this stuff, if this is true, this is not even the entire thing, not even the entire run of 45 minutes. Of course, there are a lot of moments where Nintendo would barrage us with a lot of cool stuff. So a lot of this could be believed, right? So he says the Direct starts with a new Zelda game. Now, we've heard about this a lot. The game, they say, is The Legend of Zelda Untitled, a new 2D game coming to Nintendo Switch. So with 2D, what do they mean? Do they mean a Link Between Worlds? That was 3D, but it was sort of like the 2D version of it, but it's not 2D at all. Do they mean 2D in a sense where it's sprite based, or like the Legend of Link or something like that? So I really don't know what they mean by this. I do feel like it is time for something new in the Legend of Zelda franchise, not necessarily a remake or a big one like Breath of the Wild, but I feel like it is time for something new. I would have expected it to come out for Nintendo 3DS, but I feel like something for the Switch does make sense to kind of fill this gap in between a new Zelda. And I feel like they've hit gold with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That game was incredible in every sense of the word, and I feel like that could be definitely the template for the next big Legend of Zelda game. So going to a sort of 2D format, a smaller thing, would make sense while the big team is working on a Breath of the Wild successor, which a lot of people have speculated would use the same engine but go into a completely different vibe, a completely different location. So the next one they talk about is Nintendo 3DS headlines, nothing of special. So basically translated, nothing special, nothing of note, right? Probably will show a couple of, a little bit teaser stuff, maybe some trailer for some ports, nothing really special, right? The next one, pretty big. Metroid Prime Trilogy, like a lot of you guys thought, is coming to Nintendo Switch April 2019. So really, really quickly. And this means, the Metroid Prime Trilogy will be handheld everywhere and probably will be polished all across the board. So it would be awesome. I really love the first two games in the series. The third one I wasn't all that fond of. but I really love the first Prime. I mean, it's, if you want to live in that world, that's definitely the way to go. And I can't wait, how this controls with a Joy-Con. So I definitely could see this happening for sure. And I really wanted to, because I do believe I found Metroid Prime Trilogy on Wii very cheap at like a market, like an outside market. But I never, played it through. And I really want to have that experience on the go, because I think I will. All those games, I did play them, but I've never done the trilogy thing. And I think for Switch, it'll be amazing. So the Pikmin Trilogy announced. This is weird, 2 trilogies in a row. This will contain actually all the DLC, so for Pikmin 3 and Pikmin short movies, which I have been clamoring to see for a very long time. Shigeru Miyamoto made these Pikmin short films, and they're supposedly very cute. I've seen tiny clips of them. They'll probably be awesome when they are included in that. So when I think about Pikmin Trilogy, are they actually going to remake the first 2 in sort of the style of the third one? Or is it all going to be kind of overhauled for the style of the next one? I don't really know. Maybe it could be a trilogy in sorts where it's like, well, this is what the original one on GameCube looked like, and so forth. So maybe it could all just be the originals contained into a box, and then we'd, of course, have the HD, the big Switch, take it everywhere you want to go. So that would definitely be good. And also for Pikmin fans to have something to chew on. I mean, my man Arlo is probably very happy if this is true. The next one is Nintendo Labo 4th kit, which is called Toy Gun. I feel like we've got all sorts of combinations to make these already. It's coming in March 2019, so very, very quickly. And I feel like, yeah, it's good to build on that Labo brand. I don't really know how well they've been selling. I do know that in my area, in kind of in my age group, people did actually buy the first Labo kit, but they got bored of it pretty quickly. Of course, it's a very younger audience that will stick with this, probably. So let's hope that they sold well and that there's a continued audience for this, right? Because 4th kit means, yeah, the first 3 probably did well enough to warrant that there's more coming. So Toy Gun kind of sounds like maybe some laser tag stuff is included in this. Maybe some sort of secret mission, right? That'd be awesome. So the next one is Super Mario Maker 2, and it just says summer 2019. Now, I couldn't be more excited for this because Super Mario Maker was actually my favorite game. Well, it was among my favorite games on the Wii U, and it was awesome. I totally loved creating these crazy levels. I think people now to this day are still using that to make the most awesome Mario levels. It was intricate, it had tons of options, and you could even switch between these games. Now, if you think about a sequel to that game, what should it have? Of course, it should have more pieces, it should have more options, it should maybe have co-op, possibly. I don't really know if that is at all possible in that Maker scenario, but I feel like if you want to do something, then you include new games. And what would be more awesome than games like Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, so, the black and white version, or Super Mario Bros. 2, the USA version, where it's basically, Mario, Toad, Peach, Luigi, and you throw those turnips at everybody. I don't really know if that would work in a Mario Maker setting, but gosh darn it, I really want that. So I hope Super Mario Maker 2 adds slopes so I can make slope levels now. That would be really awesome. I basically want enough options so people can remake levels from, the original games and kind of remix them. So you'll start playing something and you'll be like, this is exactly like what's happening? And, it'll transform into something crazy. What I loved about the original Mario Maker was that there was the 2D Super Mario Brothers, the first NES Super Mario Brothers game. That was incredible and had all sorts of new stuff with it too. So I hope that they continue to make new sprites for that game because that was awesome. The next one is Netflix, available now. Doesn't say anything more than that, so I really hope that it's true because Netflix on your Switch on the go would be pretty awesome. Now, Splatoon 2 is the next one, final update, so they're gearing up for a third one, I suppose. So maybe it'll add some more weapons, some more things, but probably not a big single-player campaign. The next one is Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which drops in June of 2019. A lot of people are very excited about this, and probably a character that is in there will be in Super Smash Bros. Now, too much is not known about 3 Houses. We've seen a little bit, and I believe that this could be, the big next step in that franchise. I really hope that this will be a big evolution for Fire Emblem. I could definitely see it doing some decisions that will make people go, oh, wait. This is actually pretty awesome. So Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming in July of 2019, if this leak is to be believed. I am pretty excited. I want to know more about the story. What's the deal with Mario, Peach, and, Toad? Are they in the story? Are they playable? A lot of leaks corroborate this, so I really want to know if that's true, because I want to see how Luigi could still be the star of that game. The next one is Super Nintendo games, available now. So probably, if this is to be believed, they'll drop some Super Nintendo games right there on the Switch. And the next one is Box Boy Untitled. So this might be a bigger version of the Box Boy franchise, which is the cutest puzzle platformer. And there's another leak that talked about Box Boy, and this was of course the Reset Era thing. So a lot of people think that this is real and that this is coming. So Final Fantasy, this is just incredible. Final Fantasy VII available now, which would be crazy insane. But, we have Cloud and Smash, so it could all happen. And then it's a Pokemon Direct announced by Tsunekazu Ishihara, which will be next week. And yeah, that would be pretty awesome. And it does make sense. A lot of people have been saying that a Pokemon announcement never really happens during a Direct, but they'll be like, well, there will be an announcement and we'll do it on our own terms. That's kind of Game Freak's kind of thing. They want to just get all the attention in one time, and good on them. And this will probably then, feel a lot more real to people. Animal Crossing 2019, no more information than that. So yeah, that's pretty much all we already know. So it's good to hear that this will be this year, but no subtitle or anything. And the next two ones that they call are Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, which is of course the remixed editions, which are awesome and people should play, May 2019, and Kingdom Hearts 2.8 for 2019. Now, if this is real, then people are really going to think that Sora will be in Super Smash Bros., which I think would be incredible. And talking about Smash Bros., the next one is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, new modes, and Joker first look for March 2019. Yeah, so Joker will be the next, of course, newcomer to Super Smash Bros. We've known about this, and now we'll probably see the moveset and stuff like that, so hopefully a little bit more than just that, because I've been aching for some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I've been playing Piranha Plant. If you want to fight against me, let me know. And I like it, but I feel like there's a lot of single-player content that could be added through, digital download. So I look forward to this. The next one is also a Smash Bros. Announcement, and it's Erdrick from Dragon Quest announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, this seems like the logical pick because, we've talked about Erdrick a lot, and it seems very possible that this is the next newcomer. If I were to make a fake leak, I would probably add this too, so that's not too much believed for me. Now, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, August 2019. This is interesting because I believe a couple of minutes after this post that actually the Spyro Reignited Trilogy was announced for the Nintendo Switch, which is crazy, and it was also August 2019, so I'm pretty excited, the Spyro Reignited Trilogy looks great. Not played a bit of it, but I've played the originals, and the voice actors in it are incredible, and the world looks very cool, so having this on Switch would definitely be a plus, definitely. And they say many more announcements, third-party indie unexpected games. So that's probably the thing that they were talking about in the first paragraph there. And then it says the direct ends with Pikmin 4. We see a big open world 2019. Now, if this is to be believed, Arlo is going to be, going crazy over there. But I feel like this is too much to wish for. I feel like Nintendo really doesn't want to dip their toes too much into the open world. I think they want to save that a little bit for The Legend of Zelda. I know they've done a little bit with Mario and Odyssey, but I feel like Pikmin isn't right for that. I feel like they want to contain that a little bit more, even though it does make sense. But it might be too early for the franchise. And of course, Pikmin 4, we've talked about this for a very long time. People want this. People have been waiting for this, and Miyamoto has been teasing this forever. So it is time. So it would be a great ender for that Nintendo Direct. Anyway, I'm really curious, what of all those things do you think is actually going to happen? Or is this entire, leak or speculation, is this real? Or is this completely fake and nothing's going to happen? I, for one, am looking forward to Super Mario Maker 2. That's going to make my brain explode with creativity. So thank you so much for sending in your sweet comments. As you guys know, there is a giveaway. You can win an awesome What's Happening, My Block Buddies branded blocked content t-shirt, so you can tell all your buddies on the blocked that you are blocked. So look no further. Let us know in a comment down below why you deserve to wear that shirt, and maybe you'll be rocking it, in maybe, a few days when we hit 25k subscribers. I'm so happy about that. And of course, here's something awesome. You can actually decide what I make a video about next, because blocked content is on Patreon. And a lot of you already support me, which is incredible and I'm very happy about. Even from $1 a month, you get a lot of cool extras, and of course you get to be in every video. If you want to support the channel and actually become a part of it, a lot of cool rewards. You get the episodes early, get videos commissioned that you want, personal Skype calls with me, and exclusive content that you won't get anywhere else. So big thanks to our latest Patreon supporters. You guys are definitely making the difference. Thanks. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the blocked content family yet, it's very close. Just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and all that news and fun you care about will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. It truly means a lot. I'm happy to be back, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's, of course, always more blocked content. See ya.